65 degrees north was born out of the first unsupported crossing of the Greenland ice cap by an amputee. And since then, it's gone on to help countless other wounded, injured and sick service personnel through Rehabilitation Through Adventure. I don't know what the magic is, but all I can say is that when the guys and girls join 65 degrees north on a project, there is a very real change in their personalities for the better.
How's it going, Joe? You all right?
Yeah, good to see you,
Good
mate.
to see you again, buddy. You all right? Nice ride down?
Yeah, really good, thanks.
Michael,
Yourself?
you all
Hi,
right?
I'm Zoe.
Nice
How
to
are
meet
you?
Where'd you come from?
I was a lieutenant in the Royal Navy, and then when I got injured, everything kind of just fell away, and there was no one. I was just like left on my own. So I was basically in a hospital for quite a bit of it, and then, sorry.
So I joined the military in 2006, and then we'd done Afghanistan in 2009, and that was my first tour, and my last.
I was a Royal Marine for the best part of 20 years. In 2017, I was diagnosed with complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and although the last 4 years I've been in psychotherapy, very intense psychotherapy, that's not made any real progress or made much of a dent in my symptoms, which remain as acute and debilitating as ever.
My first rock climbing week at 65 degrees north. The first time I walked in the door, we had a really nice talk about how the whole idea was that it was to get people outside, build some confidence. It's one of those moments where everyone kind of comes together and says, you said you couldn't do that, and now look at you, you can do it. Pulling my head away from the, it hurts, you can't do this, you haven't been able to walk, let alone climb, to climbing up a ridge that Royal Marine Commandos used to train on. The rock week just essentially obliterated because I had no choice. It was like, you're gonna give this a go.
When I saw her at Rock Week, she arrived with absolutely no confidence. And then when I saw her leave, you know, she was full of smiles, wearing that cheeky grin. I said to myself, you know, that's what this is about.
So I got into hand cycling about 5-6 years ago and just sort of found a new love, a new passion. Someone put me in touch with 65 degrees north. We had a chat with 65 and said, right, let's go out with a big challenge. Let's do something really tough. And that's when we come up with the idea of cycling John O'Groats to Land's End, going for a world record. At first it seemed crazy. Ended up in 89 hours, 55 minutes and 44 seconds.
What he achieved on the handbike was just nothing short of a miracle. You know, no legs, just hands. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it in my life.
How it helped me was a sense of achievement, a sense of goal, a sense that the fight's still there.
Essentially, I'd unhinged myself from normal life. In the moment that I did that, you know, I lost touch with reality. Living with this condition where I can't really socialise in the way that I ever, you know, that I used to, that's lonely. As part of my recovery, I got into mountaineering through 65 degrees north. Mount Everest was absolutely extraordinary. And it got me thinking, well, what is it that's making this moment absolutely incredible? And of course it is that I'm on top of the world, literally and metaphorically on top of the world. But it's more than that. I think the expeditions, the adventures are a pretext to something far more important. You know, more than anything else, it allows for hope and to sort of just permeate across everyone, and you realise you're not alone in this journey. For me, finding 65 degrees north, it gave me an entirely new community. Coming up here with Zoe and Mike, it's a wonderful opportunity to get out with some great people and have a great day.
It's almost familiar, and it sounds kind of strange because I've literally just met them. But I can also see how far along they are because I've literally just left the Navy, whereas they've had a few years out now. I can kind of put myself in their position and see that actually there's a light at the end of the tunnel and it's not a train. What's next is 65 degrees north? Something really exciting actually. We're going to climb Karsten's Pyramid. It's one of the highest peaks in Indonesia. I think the future's bright and sunny.
We get ourselves in the right environment, we surround ourselves with the right bunch of people, there's nothing we can't do. That for me is what makes 65 and the adventures as they undertake so special. You know, something to be really celebrated.